This mini lecture will discuss the psychology of pricing, with a particular focus on the price-quality relationship. Research in consumer behavior has long been interested in understanding how consumers react to the way products or services are priced. Two aspects are fundamental to explaining consumer psychology of pricing. These are perceived quality and reference price. Quality relates to standards in which a product or service performs as a need satisfier. For example, a very high quality car will satisfy our aesthetic needs for beauty as well as our functional needs for high performance, road handling, speed and power. Quality is multifaceted as we have different functional and emotional needs which are also multi-layered. People have different thresholds above which we consider something to be of good or very good quality, or below which we consider something as being of poor quality. Hence, it is always advisable to think of perceived quality. Perceptions are always from the customer point of view, not from the company's point of view, as we will see in topic 10 as well. Reference price denotes what consumers expect to pay for a product or service. It's a mental threshold acting as a benchmark when evaluating prices. The relationship between price and perceived quality is complex. There is an assumption that as price increases, so does quality, and therefore price reflects quality. However, this is not always the case. For example, consumer might think that high-priced clothing items reflect high-quality garments. In truth, managers often set prices in a dispassionate manner, in an attempt to obtain simply the highest profits possible. Various studies conducted to determine whether price bears a relationship to quality have found that a general price-perceived quality relationship is very weak or non-existent, except perhaps for goods such as wine and perfume. There is research showing that consumers indeed believe that high prices are cues to high quality, confirming the belief that you get what you pay for. Empirical evidence, though, concludes that the price-quality relationship is weak and equals to 0.27, which means that when the price is high, less than 30% of consumers think that price is an indicator of high quality. Crucially, there is research showing that aspects such as branding, the product itself, limited product information are more important than price. Stores and brand are also good indicators of quality, with brand having a stronger effect than stores. The inference of quality from price cues remains a rather pervasive phenomenon. Many consumers use this shortcut when deciding about the products to buy. Interestingly, it's a psychological process that cannot be changed easily. Those who think that there is a relationship between high price and high quality rarely change their mind. Reference price builds on individuals' price knowledge. This is based on a user's past experience, or it is knowledge acquired at the time of purchase. In marketing, we distinguish between internal reference price, which is often based on memory of past prices, and external reference price, which is based on prices observed during the shopping experience, for example. If consumers do not rely on internal and external reference price, they still engage in alternative psychological processes, such as a comparison of the price of the product they want with the price they expect to pay for that product, the price they would like to pay, the price they consider to be fair, thus value for money and reasonable, the price of the market leader. At times, we show a region of price insensitivity. In other words, we often have an internal reference price which sets the mental threshold of the highest price we would be willing to pay for a particular product. The internal reference price sets our price sensitivity, hence how much room for change there is in our behavior given certain variations in price. And yet, we sometimes ignore that mental threshold and end up paying more for that very same product. That's why we talk about price insensitivity. Think of a toaster, for example. If I ask consumers how much they would be willing to pay for a toaster, it's very likely that they might say that they would be happy to pay something between £10 and £50. However, the Dualit toaster, which is currently priced at almost £150 at John Lewis, a very large UK retail store, has been selling extremely well for years. It would not be on the market if it wasn't selling as a product. And therefore, if consumers were really only willing to pay between £10 and £50 for a toaster. Consumers' memory of prices is very short, and it would be incorrect to think that we can remember a price as a specific figure. We often think in terms of price range or price zones. We tend to have a region or zone which is acceptable to us and where we are indifferent to changes in prices. We tend to use that price range as a reference price and judge prices in relation to the context of purchase. For instance, I might spend more to buy tea from Harrods than tea from Asda. Frequent price promotions make prices more memorable, which implies that when looking at promotions, consumers do pay attention to the regular price of the goods promoted and can tell the difference between promotional and regular prices. The discussion so far indicates that consumers do hold reference prices in memory. These reference prices are, however, not 100% accurate representations of the last price seen, at least for most people. Rather, it is generated through the processing and recording of past price information. There is therefore some information going lost in that recoding process. The amount of information lost is at times large enough to make it difficult for consumers to recall or recognize actual prices, but not so large to the point that they are incapable of spotting good deals when they see them. Shoppers demonstrate low accuracy in price knowledge, but they have the ability to detect what's an attractive or unattractive price. This helps explaining the fact that a change of plus or minus 10% on regular prices tends to have little impact on store sales. Both perceived quality and reference price influence consumer acceptability of price. The figure in this slide shows that price can influence acceptability of the product either because of quality inferences or because of reference price. The easiest way to interpret the figure is as follows. When the price